So when you called him Floyd, I know it was in a bad light, but some people could take that as a compliment. I'm sure you didn't mean it that way.
I meant it that our black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans, let's just say, and that's why they don't sell. Some of the black fighters, I had a young man named Terry Norris, who I molded in a Mexican style. He was an attacker, he was a killer, he's going to come and hurt you. Unfortunately, some of the fighters now is more of the sweet science. Fans don't want to see the sweet science, no matter what they say. Fans want to see somebody get hurt. And when I said that he was like Mayweather, he fought in a very defensive style like Mayweather. But watch Mayweather when he was a 35-pounder and a 30-pounder. He was a killer then. You know, he fought to knock you out. He fought to hurt you. So Canelo, what did I say the other day? Conor McGregor turned Mayweather into a Mexican fighter, and Golovkin turned Canelo into a Mayweather. You know.
Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So I'm not sure if you've heard the Abel Sanchez comments, but it's absolutely despicable, disgusting. And you know what was telling about this environment? You see how comfortable he was? No black media. He's around Latinos and whites. So he feels pretty comfortable. No black fighters probably on the card. So he's in his best friend's house, so to speak, right? So he's just opening up his tongue, speaking how he feel. Now keep in mind, if he was fighting a black fighter, which was his best fight he's ever fought in terms of compelling, in terms of drama, Daniel Jacobs was a far better fight than Canelo Triple G. But it's not even about statistics, because we all know Floyd has a top 4-5 gates of all time. He also has top 4 pay-per-views, and he's done it against a Mexican, a white, and an Asian. So, but they all have Floyd Mayweather versus, or them versus Floyd Mayweather. I don't know which one makes it ace high, but you know, it's just despicable how people can be no, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna say, black people, continue to arm yourself. Financial literacy, being financially equipped will advance us. All right, and as long as we have the power, which Floyd is definitely the ace high. If he came back today or tomorrow, he would be the ace high in boxing. But moreover than that, this is just like, you know how they say systemic racism? And someone in the comment section going to say, boxing is not about race. He's spitting facts. This is absolutely false, because Triple G did 150 pay-per-views against David LeBeau and then begged for someone else to help him out. Remember, he begged Floyd to fight him at 154. They had this whole PR stint for about a year. Even ESPN jumped on it. You understand what I'm saying? So that was a media blitz, because they want Floyd Mayweather to lose so bad. But at the end of the day, this is flat out disgusting. Those were racist remarks. I can't wait to dig into Abel Sanchez. I can't wait to dig into Abel Sanchez, and I'm gonna drill him. You know, he's not getting away from this, and he's no way on God's green earth is he getting away from me. All right, just flat out discussing, and I'm curious to hear what Tom Lawfer has to say. Does he agree? I'm curious to hear what Triple G has to say about this. I'm curious. Obviously, you know, I can't go to these pressers, but oh man. But the good thing about Abel Sanchez is he's pretty nomadic in who he trains and what cards he fights on, so he'll be easy to catch by the end of the year, or by the summertime. I'll catch Abel Sanchez. He won't hide, and so I'm real excited, because outside of Triple G, I mean, he has fighters with every promotion. He has fighters on every promotional card, every major promotional card. I would gather, so he'll be easy to find. So I wish I had his phone number. I had his number in my old phone, and if I had his number, I would call him tonight and request an interview. because what he's saying is absolutely disgusting. And um, you know, uh, and and then I want to highlight too. I believe I heard Ellie's voice. I heard Louis from Fight Hype. This is when and like buzz stuff, like journalism, right? If a motherfucker uses overgeneralizations that degrades or denigrates a race or a fighter, you have to level up the next question. You have to level up the next question. And listen, if I was doing an interview and he says all Mexican fighters are bums, and I would say elaborate, explain. What will lead you to believe that all Mexican fighters are bums? Or all white fighters don't have footwork? I would say, what makes you believe all white fighters don't have footwork? Elaborate. Can you give me examples of that? Uh, they didn't level up to make his grave deeper than 6 feet. And but but that's why there's room in journal and in the boxing media for me, And but I will say this all boils down to, and I will say this: are you in media for a credential, or are you in media to give the boxing fans what they truly want? You know, and I'm just disgusted. You know, I man, I'm just disgusted because who can make? It's funny how non-black people can be so comfortable making derogatory comments about black people, and it's okay. But yet and still, if you want hits on your YouTube, guess what you're gonna do? Post a Floyd Mayweather video, beg to be a part of Floyd Mayweather. Oh, Floyd, can I cover you, please? Pretty please, pretty please. Listen, I mean, I was invited to Floyd stuff all weekend and I didn't go because I had family stuff. I could have put my family stuff aside and my friend stuff aside, but I said no. I rather, you know, not out of disrespect for Floyd, but I'm just saying that I said that to say that the people who love and respect Floyd or in the public eye, they had a perfect opportunity. They had a lob, a layup. It's basically a woman walking in your bedroom butt ass naked, and all you got to do is put on the condom. Like it's uh I'm attempting to contain my emotions because I literally want to drill into Abel. I can't wait to talk to him. I literally can't. I have his phone. I got to go through my old phone. I have his phone number in my old phone. So, and he's in California, so he probably literally just got back to his hotel room. But I just think what he said is disgusting. Uh, um, I want to see Abel Sanchez as the kind of interviewee where I can drill him in an interview. I can, not in terms of disrespect, but I can create landmines for him. He's not the he's not efficient. You know what I mean? And I can't wait. That's all I'm saying. I can't wait to interview this guy. I literally can't wait. Literally can't wait. Um, I challenge all the media that's covering this fight, from Fight Hype to ES News. I saw Radio Raheem there. I saw everybody there. I saw everybody there. I challenge you guys. You guys have a journalistic responsibility, to not just be PC media. You understand what I'm saying? I challenge y'all. And for him to say this stuff is just despicable. And to be allowed to say it. Now, I will say this. I'll give Luis credit because he asked the follow-up question which led to this answer, right? And I think Ellie jumped in with a question, which Ellie's question shouldn't have been that. Ellie's question should have been a follow-up on that, right? In all honesty, I mean, I think so. But it's neither here nor there. People have their own, but keep in mind, I have my own audience that I'm nurturing, and they have their own audience that they're nurturing. But I will say this: no matter whose channel Floyd Mayweather videos is on, it's gonna do big numbers, right? And that's the truth. There's no doubt about it. You know, Adrian Broner, Floyd Mayweather, they still do big numbers on YouTube. You know what I mean? And so does race and boxing. They do huge numbers. And um, so I'm I'm reserving because I know I'm gonna catch Abel Sanchez, and I want it to come out. Oh man, I just literally can't wait to interview Abel. It's not even it's not even gonna be an interview. It's not. I'm just gonna approach him as a man. It's not even gonna be an interview. I just think what he's saying is very distasteful, undeserving, disgusting. I'm gonna approach him as a man, not as a fucking journalist, as a man. You know, because they get away with this far too often. And he said some slight stuff, but it's circumstantial comments. You know what I mean? Where uh, you can't really pin it down on him because he has a way out of it. But there's no way he's getting out of this with me. I'm going to approach him as a man. And and I started this video by saying, Black Kings, man, get your financial literacy and independence up, man, because the more we have to succumb, and Abel Sanchez is a synonym for the real world we live in. When they get in their own, when they get in their best friend's living room, this is how they really, really feel about you. He said he turned Terry Norris into a man. He was fortunate enough to get Terry Norris in his prime, and it was the perfect equation because he got his fame. His claim to fame is retiring Sugar Ray Leonard, right? And Terry Norris had uh, a above average second half of his career, but keep in mind, Terry Norris can't talk right now. Terry Norris has difficulty having a conversation past the third or fourth question. No disrespect to Terry Norris, but these are just facts. If you've had a conversation with Terry Norris in the recent in any time past his retirement, you know he has difficulty carrying a conversation. So, anyways, man, I can't. Oh man, I can't wait. Abel Sanchez, I let's go. Put your gloves on, Abel. Let's go because this is disgusting. What you said, it's flat out disgusting, and I'm gonna do I'll do another video tomorrow on this probably. But barbershop conversations. I'm gone. Peace.